Let's talk about basic introduction of carbohydrates. So, carbohydrates is the most abundant biomolecules on the earth. So, carbohydrates also uh, 75% ng mga plants or yung dry mass ng mga plant material is made up of carbohydrates. We all know naman that they are the primary producer. They produce the molecule glucose, which is a type of carbohydrate then a monosaccharide. Okay? So now, sa human body, carbohydrates is very low in percentage. Only 1 to 2% or in this reference 1.5% exact to be exact ang carbs. So we use carbohydrates as a source of energy, right? As a source of energy, short-term reserve of energy in the form of glycogen do sa ating liver. And in plants, carbohydrates, they produce mainly carbohydrates. Okay? So 75% ng mga plants carbohydrates since sila yung primary producer. Sa atin ay maunti lang ha. Take note of this ah, information. 1 to 2% lang natin ay carbohydrates and 75% sa plants. Kaya carbohydrates din ang most abundant biomolecules in the planet. So, this is the process of photosynthesis where the plants can create carbohydrates. So, gumagamit ang plants, again, basic lang naman ito, ng anim na molecule ng CO2 from the air. So, yung green plants. Then, six molecule ng H2O from the ground, inaabsorb ng roots. And to create this carbohydrate, this sugar molecule, the C6, H12O6, we use the catalyst, the sunlight. That's why this is called photosynthesis. Ano? Synthesis. Okay, the plant make this energy giving biomolecule, the glucose in your human body. Ano? Sa mga animals, kailangan nila to gain energy. So with this photosynthesis, we can create this. And we also the plants also produce six molecule of oxygen. So the only one that can create this glucose molecule is the producer or the primary producer of the plants. That's why 75% of this of their dry material is made up of carbohydrates. So now in plants meron tayong storage form ng carbohydrates. Ang tawag class ay starch. Starch is, meron tayong dalawang klase ng starch. This one, ang mga nakikita nyo ngayong structure ng mga monosaccharide, itong dalawang ito, itong mga ito nakikita nyo na madaming mga unit, they are termed as polysaccharide. Okay? So, yung single unit na yan, yun yung mga glucose molecule. So, ah, pagka storage form for plants, ang tawag ay starch or plant starch. Meron dalawang klase amylose at saka amylopectin. Kung makikita nyo sa structure, ang pagkakaiba nila mainly is naka-branching yung mga monosaccharide ng amylopectin and yung amylose ay straight lang po. Usually itong amylose, ito yung pinaka easily digestible in your system because there are enzyme that can directly attack this glycosidic bond. Unlike this amylopectin, ito usually ito nasa mga fibrous, yung mga rich in fiber na mga gulay, mga marami siyang amylopectin. That's why uh, we need also fiber. That's why you need to eat those food that contain amylopectin, starch. Okay? So, in terms of human or animals, we can have also starch in our body, and that is called glycogen. Glycogen is also known as animal starch. Tandaan nyo glycogen is also known as animal starch. So, This animal starch is stored in your liver. Tandaan nyo, this is stored in your liver. Sa liver siya matatagpuan sa animal. Okay? So, it can be used as your energy reserve. Kapag ka-fasting kayo, yung inyong katawan kumukuha ng mga glucose from the liver para ma-maintain yung normal blood sugar nyo. Okay? So, next, we have also this one, cellulose. Ang cellulose naman po is structural component lang po ng plants. Ang starch po is hindi siya structural. This is the source of energy, energy reserve for the plant. Pag cellulose naman po, ganito po yung structure niya, para siyang banig. Medyo mahirap siyang and then hindi siya natutunaw pagka siya, hindi katulad nitong dalawa, pwede itong ma-digestan yung katawan. This is easily digestible, ito lang longer. Ito naman, wala pong available enzyme sa katawan ng animals or ng human para i-digest itong cellulose. So that's why cellulose is only a structural component of the plants. Pampatibay na nga lang, kaya rigid ang mga plants, lalo na yung mga puno, they are made up of cellulose. Kaya yung mga balat ng mga mangga, yung mga balat ng mga fruits ay medyo matigas at rigid, ay they are made of cellulose. That's why bawal din silang kainin. Kasi hindi rin naman sila matutunaw sa inyong katawan. Okay? So, this is the three main ng carbohydrates. Okay? So, we also have a structural component in animals. Ang tawag ay chitin. Chitin. Sa naman to sa animals? Itong cellulose sa plants. Itong chitin sa animals. Structural po. Bale, yung chitin, matatagpuan siya sa mga fungi din. Meron din po pala ang mga fungi. At saka meron ang exoskeleton ng mga crab. Crab or insect. Lalo-lalo na yung uang. Kung nakakita ka ng uang, yun, they are made up of chitin as structural. Parang ganito rin siya. Medyo may additional atoms lang na nilagay. Katulad ng nitrogen at hydrogen para mas tumibay. Okay? So, hindi rin po siya digestible. Ito sa animals matatagpuan chitin, yung cellulose sa plants. Okay? So, next, ano po ba yung mga function ng carbohydrates? First one is carbohydrates is also a source of energy. So, in your human body, we have the process called cellular respiration. Ang cellular respiration po ay yung pag-oxidize po ng C6, H12O6 plus oxygen. Ito yung kabaligtaran ng photosynthesis. So, so kaya kayo nagbe-breathe in ng oxygen para ma-oxidize yung yung glucose, yung inyong blood sugar para maging ma-breakdown siya ng maayos sa katawan nyo through the process of metabolism para maka-gain kayo ng energy. So, that's why may byproduct tayo dito na H2O kaya tayo nagkakapawis, okay? 6 molecule plus CO2 kaya naglalabas kayo ng CO2 sa ilong. Plus, meron another siya, magpo-produce siya sa katawan niyo ng calories or heat or ATP para magamit niyo sa katawan. So, first function po ng carbohydrates is being oxidized as a source of your energy. Carbohydrates is the primary source, ha? Primary source. Okay, tandaan niyo po yan primary source. That's the first benefits of carbohydrates in your body. Next, ang carbohydrates din po is stored. Magiging siya, quick energy reserve niyo sa katawan. So carbohydrates is stored in the form of glycogen that provides short-term energy. Short-term energy reserve. Tandaan nyo, energy reserve. So, in the moment na wala tayong kinain or meron tayong tinatawag na fasting state, fasting state, wala tayong kinain. So, meron pong energy reserve ang inyong katawan na tinatawag na glycogen. Okay? So, when you look at the structure of glycogen, ito po yung pinakita ko kaninang structure. Ito po, masyado po siyang branching yung kanyang mga monosaccharide. So, granulated halos ang itsura niyan pag tinignan niyo sa microscope na yung liver tissue na mayroong mga glycogen. Medyo parang mga butil ng asukal ang itsura nila. So, reserve po yan sa liver nyo para kunyari, wala tayong kinain, meron pa rin kayong mga gagamit na mapapagkunan ng energy, yung mga reserve na glucose sa glycogen para pumunta sa dugo. And then also meron din po tayong glycogen sa muscles ha, don't forget that. So that is the short-term energy reserve. So that's the second function of carbohydrates in your human body. Next, carbohydrates also supply carbon atoms for the synthesis of other biomolecules. Okay. So alam naman natin na kapag yung carbohydrates metabolize ng katawan nyo, pwedeng magamit yung carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen niya para mag-create ng mga amino acids, ng fats. Okay? Kaya tayo, ang talagang nakakapagpataba sa inyo, pag naka-high carb kayo talaga, matakaw kayo sa kanin, matakaw kayo sa matatamis. Yan na yung nagsisimula. Kasi ginagamit din yung mga atoms ng carbohydrates para mag-create ng mga adipose tissue sa katawan. Okay? So, next thing, so source siya ng ano, carbon atoms for the other biomolecule. Next, carbohydrates also forms the backbone of your nucleic acid. For example, sa DNA po, mayroon tayong tinatawag na deoxyribose. Okay? Ang sugar ng DNA ano, deoxyribose. We are also dealing with this ano, structure ng mga yan naman. Ito, nakikita nyo yan? Yan yung mga backbone. Bale, ito sa gilid na to, pure sugar molecule yan. Ang tawag ay deoxyribose in terms of DNA. In terms of RNA naman, yung single-stranded RNA, for example, this is RNA, single-stranded. Meron din po siyang sugar na nagpapatibay nitong kanyang ano, backbone. Ang tawag naman ay ribose. Kaya nga, ang term sa kanya, ribonucleic acid. Ang ribose ay sa RNA, ang deoxyribose ay sa DNA. This is sugar, kasi kita nyo naman mga sugar, meron sila prefix na O's. Ano? O's. Yeah. Okay? So, that is number 4. It forms the backbone of our nucleic acids, yung mga genetic material. Okay? So, structural framework po siya. Nagpapatibay niyan. So, we need also sugar pala talaga din sa diet natin kahit papaano kasi kinagamit din siya as structural framework ng ating mga genetic material. Okay? So, next, ang carbohydrates din po ay matatagpuan sa cell membrane. Okay? Meron tayong tinatawag class na ito, glycolipid. If ang carbohydrates nilink sa lipid, ano po yung mangyayaring benefits? Ah, yung glycolipid po, ito po yung nagpapanatili ng structural integrity ng cell membrane para maging stick together siya, maging matibay ha. That is structural integrity. Structural integrity. Okay, para maging ano, binded itong ating cell membrane. So, ibig sabihin kapag kulang ka sa lipids, kulang din ka sa carbs, ay affected yung mga cells nyo sa katawan. Okay? So, bale, more on structural, ano ng, ano, uh, cell membrane is a function of this carbohydrate with combined with lipids. Pag naman carbohydrate combined to protein, iba naman ang function yan. Yan naman po ay important for cell-to-cell recognition na. Cell-to-cell recognition. Or in other words, sa madaling salita, ang carbohydrates when combined with protein, they serve as receptor. Pag sinabing receptor, parang part siya ng cell membrane kung saan nag-trigger, pag nag-bind dito yung something molecule, kunyari other, ano, cell or hormone, yung hormone ng insulin, for example, yung mga receptor ng insulin na meron sa cell membrane para mag-trigger ng signal para magpasok ng glucose molecule inside the cell, they are glycoprotein. So kapag ang carbohydrates combined with protein, they function as receptor. Okay? Kapag naman carbohydrates combined with lipid, they function for structural integrity, papatibay ng cell membrane. Okay? So, I hope yung lahat ng basic concept dito sa carbohydrates ay simulan nyo ng i-digest. Okay? So, that's all for this introductory video about carbohydrates, and God bless, guys.